Welcome in pile 3. You chose the sodalite. So for your card, what Spirit is asking you to walk away from is, it pulls up the Star Mother. How can you mother yourself? Okay, so for this one, I really feel like pile 3, Spirit is saying to walk away from expectations that you have of somebody in a feminine energy. This could be very specific. It could be expectations of your own mother or a mother figure, but we are definitely going to get more info on this one. So Spirit is asking you to walk away from others' expectations and start to mother yourself or give yourself the love that you lacked. Now, if you're watching this and say you had a father figure that wasn't there, you could certainly go with that as well. It doesn't just have to be a feminine energy. But for some of you, it specifically is your mother, a stepmother, aunt, anybody in a feminine energy that you feel you had a lack of that type of feminine love and support in your life. This pile is for you, okay? And Spirit really wants you to know how incredibly you are loved. Okay. Got some stuff coming in here. So I could be speaking to a feminine energy, or your thoughts are in a feminine energy, but once you begin to mother yourself and love yourself, the Nine of Pentacles is very much an independent feminine energy. Very successful, financially successful, independent, doesn't need others to support her. Then we have the Ten of Cups, which is emotionally support, balanced, happy family. Hangman, pausing and reflecting. So let me get a little bit more for this. Page of Pentacles is a young energy. That could actually be possibly your energy. If you are seeking that motherly love that you didn't have, it could certainly be that you're the Page of Pentacles. This is somebody that's just starting out in the world, has potential to achieve great things, doesn't give up. And I see that being you, because you have to get to that point. If you feel like your parent wasn't there, you could definitely be embodying this Page of Pentacles, because you've had to support yourself emotionally and financially from a very young age, I'm getting. Some of you, your parent could have just been not there at all, like neglectful, you know, that type of thing. And that's why you had how can you mother yourself, okay? This is in reverse, the Hangman. So this could be the energy of like rigid thinking, possibly having your motherly energy could have had a rigid thinking. They could have had the martyrdom mentality. They could have had very high expectations of you. But also, Spirit's asking you to release that feeling of, walk away from the feeling of you having to get that love from this person that's not going to give it to you. Liberate yourself, because this person is never going to be able to offer that energy to you, and that's why Spirit's asking you to walk away from leaving that expectation. Okay, they're asking you to specifically leave the expectation of a parental figure in your life that is holding you back. It's literally holding you back. You have some Page of Pentacles is vibrant, smart, intelligent, adventurous, lots of wonderful entrepreneur ideas, but this mentality, it's holding you back. You're staying tied to somebody. You need to like actually do a cord cutting with this, because I feel like it has to do with an absent parent or a neglectful parent. Doesn't mean you can't forgive them or love them, but you need to find your own way, pile 3. Yeah. You're going to have an offer coming in. Knight of Pentacles, masculine energy. It might be coming in a little slower. This pile is not a fast pile, so these things are not coming in fast, okay? But an opportunity is going to beckon, especially with the Page and the Knight. All right, so we have that. So again, this energy, this Devil energy coming through, that can mean a couple of things, okay? It could be the energy from this mother feminine energy embodies this. It could have been like just shadow self of this person. Addictions, you know, addictions aren't just like drinking and smoking and drugs and stuff like that. Addictions are also negative thinking, negative speaking, that type of thing, being stuck in that low energy and bringing everybody else down around you. That can also be negative addictions. There could have been cheating, betrayal, any of that could have been in there, okay? So then I pulled the Moon, and that is definitely going within. That could also mean that there's secrets. So given this, pile 3, the Devil and the Moon, somebody might be keeping this addiction a secret from you, or you're in an addictive situation and you're not telling somebody. So Spirit is asking you to get help for this. If that is you, there's no shame to ask for help. Okay, you're almost going into this addiction. If this is you and you're in this addictive cycle, it's due to you not having that feminine energy as a child, okay? And you're holding this as a secret, or this is your feminine energy holding it as a secret, okay? And then we have the Queen of Pentacles, another feminine energy here. Lots of feminine energy coming through in this pile. She's very grounded, very stable, knows who she is, very nurturing, loving, giving. This could possibly, just looking at these two things, what Spirit is saying is, at this point, instead of the self-destructing, the shadow self living in this negative energy, your shadow self, whatever addictions may be coming out, Spirit wants you to feel that this energy that wasn't present is actually the Queen of Pentacles, that nurturing, motherly energy that you needed. You can be that energy. You can actually mother yourself, or any parental figure that was in your life that was not there. You can go in to your inner child and comfort that inner child when things come up. When you feel like you need that, you can comfort yourself. As you do this, whatever negative energies or addictions that have come into your life, pile 3, it's going to help you with that, okay? This is very specific for somebody that needs to hear this today. You are a beautiful person. We all have our inner child still, no matter how old we are. I could talk to somebody that's 90 years old and I can see that little inner child within them, because we don't ever lose that. And unfortunately, some of us don't have that figure that was nurturing, and we so want that. But what Spirit is saying, and this is just specific, this person is not going to give you that. And that's why Spirit is asking you to walk away from that expectation of that person and begin to mother yourself. Begin to connect with your inner child and mother yourself. Okay, pile 3? All right, so we're going to get these last 3 cards here like I did with the other piles. All right, pile 3. And it's going to get better. I'm hearing it's going to get better for you. Once you start connecting with that inner child and stop glazing over it. It might be a little painful, pile 3, like emotionally painful, but once you go into that feeling and you just say whatever you wanted at the time for your motherly figure to do, or that maternal figure, whatever you needed to hear when those feelings and emotions come up that you want from that person, go inside, imagine yourself as a child, and tell yourself exactly what you needed to hear. Okay, pile 3, and we're going to get these last 3 cards, and continue to do that each time these emotions come up, instead of trying to get it from that person in your life that's not giving it to you. And that is the sad. Some people span their lifetime and don't ever come to terms with the pain that they caused. It's hard to come to terms with that. That means we have to look at ourselves and say, hey, I didn't do something right. And some people just don't want to be in that energy. They don't. And it's actually really sad. It's sad when that happens. All right. We're getting this last card here, pile 3. But you are beautiful. You're going to come out of this for sure. Okay, so we're pulling Taurus energies. So you may be a Taurus. Your person may be a Taurus, or you know somebody around you that's a Taurus. We have the planet Uranus. Okay. And then we have, you're in the 6th house. So you're working your way towards it. You're getting there. An unusual example of your beliefs. Okay, so your beliefs is an unusual example of service to others. That just seems weird, but you are feeling that actually makes a lot of sense with the rest of this. Your belief that this person is still going to mother you, and the word unusual example of service to others just means that's not for your best and highest good. That's actually not for your best and highest good. The cost of a different way of looking at things and what is good for us. There's a cost in it. What Spirit is saying, that there is a cost, because you have to let go of this expectation, which is so hard. It's not easy, all right? Spirit is asking you to use the most direct way and be prepared for unexpected change through your work. So your inner work. You're going to have some unexpected change happening through this inner work. You may find yourself surprised. You may be releasing decade-long addictions, physically, emotionally, through this, mothering yourself. This is beautiful, pile 3. This is probably the most intense, emotionally connected pile out of all 3 of them. But you need to hear this, and it will get better. You may have the emotional ups and downs, but it's going to get better once you really tap into your inner child. Again, I say in all my readings, if you don't know where to start, you can Google inner child meditations, connecting with your inner child, you know, all those things. It's so healing. It's so healing. And I may be even speaking to an empath, because I'm really connecting with this pile, and I'm an empath. I'm a highly sensitive person. And so as an empath or a highly sensitive person, you are very in tune with yourself. You're very in tune with your own feelings, how things make you feel, what you need for fulfillment. So when you're an empath, sometimes it's easier for us to imagine things and go inward. So if this in fact is you working on your inner child, it will be possibly easier for you to imagine yourself as a child and to comfort yourself and to go within. If you're not an empath, you can still definitely do this as well. You don't have to be an empath, but what I'm saying is we have to kind of go within to that memory and imagine ourselves in that spot and comfort ourselves and just say, for an example, you were scared as a child. You really, really, this is making me emotional, sorry. You really, really wanted that person there. like, just to tell you, just to tip your chin up as you were crying and say, it's okay. You needed that, just as we all need things, and this person wasn't there. So if you envision yourself as a child in that situation and you walk in as your adult self and hug that child and say it's okay, it can be unbelievably healing for you, pile 3. That's just a little tidbit. I'm not a substitute for a mental health therapist or anything like that. I mean, or any medicines or anything like that. So just a thought, okay? Well, I hope this reading helped you. I'm so glad that you stopped by. Please like and subscribe to my channel, and I will do my best to get more readings out to you. I hope you have a wonderful, blessed day, and my love and light comes out to you, pile 3. Bye-bye.